Just yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Hit the button. Now we're live. We can start the show. Should we do that? Okay.
If you want.
Hello and welcome to episode 970 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. I'm your host, Chris Johnston. With me as always from Canada, Mr. Greg Seward.
Hello.
How is it going there, young squire?
Aw, it's nice to be called young. I'm good. It's good.
Yeah, good.
Been a big week in the Seward household. So
Big
Oh,
week.
yeah,
Big
my
week.
oldest graduated high school this week.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's amazing. So a lot of
pretty great.
emotions, a lot of
Yeah. There's a few
pride.
choked up moments, but
Yeah.
for the most part, just super proud of her. She ended up on the principal's list, which is
Getting in trouble on the last day of school.
higher than high honors. So yeah, it was awesome. She did great. I'm very proud of her.
Hooray.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks. I didn't really do anything, but thank you.
One made it through
One made it through. Yep.
the high school system.
2 to go.
There you go. And joining me from the great state of Washington, Mr. Phil Theobald.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, just grand.
Grand, you say?
Couldn't be better. On
Couldn't-
this
couldn't
fine
be better?
June.
I feel like you could
Afternoon.
be better.
Yeah. It's a little warm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I got the air conditioning going.
I see you got your finest flocked hat on to really lock in the moisture.
That's true. You got to lock in that moisture. Yeah.
Oh,
Got to.
oh.
It's
And the
gross.
heat too. You gotta
Yeah,
just-
no, it's like a
get it.
like
all
an
up
okie
there.
finoki growing on your head there.
You know it.
Okay.
Means-
Okie finoki is a swamp here in the United States of America.
It's a weird name.
I mean,
Is it in Florida?
probably.
I
You got a lot of
assume-
swamps down there.
I assume that it is.
I think it's mostly swamp land down there.
It was, utilized in a lot of cartoons, right?
Well, it's got that
That's where
got that funny name,
got that funny name. So that's where you learn
Yeah.
the Okefenokee Swamp,
like Walla Walla, Washington,
Walla Walla, Washington, and Pismo Beach.
Pismo Beach, Albuquerque.
There's no beach. Yeah, none of these names have anything on the names in Newfoundland.
Oh yeah,
Like what?
No, like you can head up onto Conception Bay or Pecker's Point. You could just go right to Dildo, Newfoundland
Well,
if you want.
That's just too. That's
crude.
just too on the nose.
yeah. It's we're all having fun, and you guys
Yeah,
are
way
just
I
like,
had to-
On your
let's
way
just
out,
name our
Blue.
town Penis.
on your way out, you could take a stop at Come by Chance, and
Yeah, see, yeah, it's too much.
they're
Too
all
much. It's a hat on a hat.
I don't have another one within reach. I would have put a hat on a hat. But anyway,
How many hats do you have now, CJ? You've become a
Oh.
collector of the
4 or
Overlord
5.
brand hat.
I like the caps. What can I
Well,
say?
I'm not saying they're bad caps. They're lovely
Yeah.
caps.
They are.
But how
Indeed.
many are you up to now?
Probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep it
Slowly
going, I say.
Amassing a collection here.
Do you have some sort of hat display system?
Not a display
Yeah, it's called his head.
system.
That's a silly
Not a
question.
display system per se, but I do have like a coat rack thing.
Okay.
That
Well, but that's-
has.
You put hats on the coat rack?
I put hats on the coat rack. Is that
That's
bad?
anarchy.
Should I get a hat rack?
You should get a hat rack.
Okay.
Don't the rules mean anything anymore?
No.
God.
What rules?
Tell you what,
It's-
CJ.
It's 2025.
You don't need to take this from Greg. Get yourself a shoe tree.
I have a shoe tree. You can
Put them
see it.
on there then.
You can see it very clear.
It's
Or
like
wait, no,
the-
I have the shoe storage system right here.
I don't know. I don't know if that counts as a shoe tree.
I guess it's not a tree.
That's
you're
just
right.
That's just a bunch of plastic sacks strapped to your
It's a
door.
shoe waterfall. Is that better?
Sure. Ugh.
If this was a video game, this would be painted yellow and you could climb up it. Just saying.
Well, if it was a
Anyway,
real
or-
waterfall, there'd
or
be a
white.
secret behind it.
There'd be a secret behind it. There
And
and
not
there
just a
is.
door.
It's a big old thing of cat litter. and boxes. There's boxes in there.
Oh, really?
It's technically my pantry, but the shelving in there sucks. So it's just like storage space and cat litter. And paper towels and toilet paper, if you want to know the contents of my closet. Jeez, Phil.
But you know what? You open up last week and start getting personal, and now you're like, here's where I keep my toilet paper.
Yeah. I mean, you asked.
I didn't ask where you stored your toilet paper. I didn't ask what was behind the door.
Okay.
You're
It's like my little Harry Potter under the stairs. Under the stairs Heidi place for vacuum cleaners and cat litter. Now you know. Now you know, Phil. All right. Hey, video games. What are they about? Let's talk about it.
It's gonna be one of those shows, huh?
It's gonna be one of those shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, Mario Strikers, Super Mario Strikers for the GameCube is coming to NSO this week.
That's the soccer game.
That's the soccer game for GameCube coming out probably the evening of July 2nd. The official release date is July 3rd. I don't think I ever played it, actually.
It was a fun game.
I'm pretty sure I played it. Yeah, I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah.
The one that I really liked, although this is a Wii game, was Mario Super Sluggers, the baseball game.
Yeah, the baseball
that's a
game.
There
different
was
game.
a Mario baseball
different
game
game.
on the GameCube as well, but as far as Mario sports games go, like the baseball games were awesome. I thought.
We're talking about the soccer one, though.
I know. I'm just saying. I'd like to see the baseball one coming too.
You know what game I liked was Rogue Legacy. Did you guys ever play this one?
That doesn't even have Mario in it. It was
That's
for the
fine.
GameCube.
That's fine. I
Well,
know
you
a lot of
probably
people talk
play it
about the soccer
with the-
game.
You
Oh,
could
look,
probably
you got
play
your
with the GameCube controller.
you got your
on
controller.
Switch 2. Yeah. Yeah, Mario Strikers is the next NSO game. If you have the expansion pack, then you will be able to download and play that coming up here real soon.
Outstanding.
I can't wait till they get to Chibi Robo. That's what I'm really waiting for next. Got my and they put that in the lineup, so it is definitely happening in 2025, right?
They that one is confirmed as
Yeah, they showed
showing
the
up at
box
some
art.
point.
Yeah, they did.
Very good.
Very excited about it. All right, so Xbox is obviously everywhere these days. Anything is in the Xbox, but now there is an Xbox MetaQuest 3S, an Xbox branded MetaQuest 3S Xbox edition.
So
You get 3 months of Game Pass included, so you can play Game Pass. You can stream Game Pass games to the MetaQuest headset.
but
Don't
they're
even
not
need
virtual
Xbox.
reality games, are they?
Xbox hardware. No, they're not. No, they're not. But
Oh.
have you ever used Xbox Cloud Gaming on a VR headset? Because you can
No.
increase the size of the display. You can have it fill your entire space. It's actually pretty cool.
That feels like a really uncomfortable way to play video games.
Yeah.
I just saying.
Why you gotta be such a downer, Craig?
It just seems weird that it's
got
a.
something.
Is
got
there like
something
no?
against
Is there no like
wall-sized
companion
televisions?
like virtual reality Xbox games announcement? It's literally just.
Literally
This
just
is-
a
No.
Quest 3S in black with green
Okay.
highlights, and it's the Xbox edition. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you can play like Cameo, but it's huge.
Well, you definitely should play Cameo, but it's huge.
Okay.
Or Sea of Thieves, or
Oh, now
Oh God.
South of Midnight.
I already
South of
beat that
Midnight?
game.
Yeah, I'm already over that game. That game was so
Okay.
last month.
Jeez. My bad.
now
Expedition
it's big.
33. Expedition 33. You can have it in
That's a
the
good game.
Très bien size.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Have it in what?
Très bien size. Très bien.
Very
Très
good
bien.
size.
Yeah, a very good size.
Yep.
That's what I said. All right. I don't know French, Phil.
You
Clearly.
don't know how to say very big in French? En français?
En français. Is it omelette du fromage?
No. You're close.
Surprisingly close. Yeah. Closer than I expected you to be.
Okay.
Very big.
Very.
That's how you say it.
That's how you say it.
The very big.
Yeah. Okay.
Je suis a big game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. What else you
So
got?
$400 will get you a 120 gigabyte MetaQuest 3S in Xbox Black, and you get a little Xbox controller as well, so you can play your cloud games on that. Anyway.
Oh.
And it is a slow news week.
It is. Yeah. So the last news story I have here is that Dragon Drive is out August 14th, but
It is a slow news week.
I want to use that as a jumping off point to just say, when are we going to get more announcements of like third-party Switch 2 games? Like, I'm very interested, like, in what else is coming down the pike for Switch 2. Not that I'm not enjoying playing Yakuza Zero, Mario Kart World, and Tears of the Kingdom, because I am enjoying those things. But I want to hear about what else we got. What else you got? You know?
I don't know.
I don't know, but we did get a date for Drag X Drive.
Right.
I know you're all very excited about it. All right. Let's just move into what we've been playing. Just move it along. And wow. Greg left.
Greg is sick of it.
Greg's like, let's not talk about what we've been playing. Why would we want to do that?
Too much talk about Xbox VR. Oh, he's back.
Welcome back. Why'd you close a tab? Now I can't even hear you.
Now we can't even hear you. But this is one of those shows, isn't it?
This is one of those shows.
Oh, boy.
Do whatever it is you need
Greg
to do.
left and turned off his audio.
And also started eating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't hear you,
I
Greg.
can't hear you. That's not a thing. I'm going to leave all this in the show, too.
We've only done this for 970 episodes, folks. I don't know how professional you expect us to be at this point.
Not at all?
Then we're
Still
holding
can't
our
hear
own
you.
then.
Still can't do it. Whatever you did. Anyway.
How are you, CJ?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm doing okay.
Greg left again.
Greg left again.
Yeah.
What you been up to lately, huh?
I've been watching Community.
Oh, yeah, the Community.
The Community. I'm in season 3 of Community. So before I never got past like the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Trying to watch it.
Right.
I soldiered on. I persevered, and now I'm in season 3. I just watched the Law and Order episode.
Oh, yeah.
Which was fantastic.
That's a
that.
good show.
It is a really good show.
It's a good show.
I'm really enjoying it.
You know what I watched the other day?
What'd you watch?
That you should watch with your kid?
Tell me all about it.
On the Netflix. I watched the K-pop Demon Hunters
K-pop
movie.
Demon Hunters. It's a movie? Okay.
Have you seen this? It's a movie. It's an animated film. It's by Sony Pictures, so it has that kind of like Spider-Verse look to it.
Okay.
And it is about these K-pop stars who fight demons.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
And it's a ton of fun. It's a little light on story.
Well,
but incredible animation. Some really fun characters, and the soundtrack is top notch. And it is a load of fun.
Excellent. Okay.
So you should absolutely sit down and watch that with your kid.
I will tell you what I did sit down and watch.
Sorry, Bill's in our chat. He's right. It's Korean Gem.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Watched Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, that's a good movie.
With my daughter.
It's a fine film.
Yes, I Really enjoy that movie.
Yeah, as well you
and
should.
I realize now with the beard, I can cosplay as White Tiger. I was like, maybe that should be my Halloween costume. I'll just get a golf club,
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
little hat, like Scottish hat,
Yeah.
the white sweater.
We'll
Yeah,
run you over
I'm
with the
down.
hovercraft at
I'm
the end.
ready to be run over by a hovercraft.
Hovercraft.
God, that movie's great.
It's a great movie.
So many ways, and so contrived as well.
Absolutely.
Just like every single
so good.
scene is
Movie's so good.
Oh, great. Anyway, I guess we should just move along.
And see, Bill's asking for Star Trek Corner. CJ told me before the show he has put his Deep Space Nine watch on pause.
It is on pause.
Explain yourself, Johnston.
I'll explain myself. Yeah. So, yeah, it's on pause.
Yeah.
I can hear Greg again.
Can we?
I think we can. I just heard him breathing. And it's because my daughter's gotten way big into My Hero Academia and doesn't want to watch Deep Space Nine anymore. So it's on pause for now.
Downgrade.
It's on pause.
Massive downgrade.
She'll be back.
Massive downgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it soon enough. We'll be back to
Okay.
Star Trek. And besides, Strange New Worlds debuts in like 15 days or something like that.
That's true.
So we'll be back to it.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Choosing My Hero Academia over Deep Space Nine, she needs to be less concerned about quirks and more concerned about quarks.
There it is.
Thank you.
Just makes me want to disconnect again.
Good night.
And that's our show for this week. Also, my daughter's now texting me that My Hero Academia is awesome, and
I love that she watches. I love that she watches in real time.
She said downgrade treason. There we go.
That's right. That's right. You tell him.
Yes. All right.
I don't know. I think that
You watch
quark
what you
thing
want.
should win her back.
Don't watch when an old man tells you to watch. You watch what you want.
That's right. We're watching. So we started watching. Well, she had watched a whole bunch of My Hero Academia, and now we restarted so that I could watch it. So
there you go.
I'm enjoying it very much.
Well, all right.
All right. Let's talk about what we've been playing.
Okay.
I've been playing a bunch of Yakuza Zero.
All right.
I love the tortured sigh that came before that for no good reason.
Because we're going to talk about Yakuza. And
oh, right. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to disconnect again.
Have fun.
Yeah. I am in chapter 5 now.
Oh my goodness. I just got the chapter 3.
Wow, you were lagging on
I
this.
am.
You're like a lagging.
Oh, I get it. But I beat Infinite Wealth. I can tell you that much.
You did, and I did not.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still working on it. I almost thought, well, maybe I should pop over to Infinite Wealth and see what's going on. Maybe I should mix.
Oh, don't mix. Oh no, you're gonna get confused.
Yeah, I probably would get confused.
You're gonna get the storylines confused.
Yeah. So no, I pushed on with Yakuza Zero, and I'm of course really enjoying it. You get to play as Goro Majima, and that has been a lot of fun. I recently learned the breakdance fighting style, which I did not realize was in there. And Majima breakdancing is hilarious. And
that makes
awesome.
sense.
And he's basically unstoppable.
Oh,
busting it out.
well, all right then.
So yeah, it's very good.
Good.
It's a very good game, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Yeah, and nothing too weird has happened. I think I mentioned on the show so far. It was just in the club, the Odyssey Club, where you see the guy in his underwear,
right,
busting a move, and he did show up again after.
Okay.
So now he has a name, Mr. Libido.
Oh, okay.
in the game. Well, actually, they started giving him two. They gave him two names. I forget what the first one was. It was like Mr. Erection or something like that. I'm like, what? And then they changed it like 2 sentences later to Mr. Libido. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
Feels like it's getting worse.
But really fun game. Really fun. Having a lot of fun with it. I feel like I'm going slow through that game. So Phil,
Well.
you're going really slow.
I'm
Are you doing
you know,
any side content or anything?
I've been doing some side content.
Well, why are you going so slow, Phil?
Because I savor these games, because it's not a race to the end. It's the journey, not the destination.
It's all about the journey.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, why did you stop a third of the way through Infinite Wealth?
Because I started playing Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why.
Because you're fickle.
Because the pirate game, shiny new pirate.
You're
pirate
fickle.
Game.
Is what it is.
I guess that's true.
You know, one interesting thing, having played these games out of order, as I have done, as you have done.
I've done that as well. Yeah.
Chapter 3 of this game, you end up in Sotenbori, which you go into in very early in Yakuza Like a Dragon, the first Ichiban game. But of course, this game is set several years before that, as it is Yakuza Zero, a prequel, and it's that sort of familiar feeling of, oh, I'm back in a part of town that I am very familiar with from these other games, and like I found the little kind of triangular plot of land that will later become the homeless camp, and I was just, this is where Nanba's gonna live in a few years. How exciting!
Yes.
You look very confused.
I was like, wait, was that in Sotenbori?
Yeah, the little like kind of triangular encampment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. I thought that was I don't know what I thought that was.
I
thought
don't
that
know.
was Yokohama.
No, it's a little Sotenbori.
Oh, okay. All right.
You got the little canal running through the town and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's correct, Phil. We'll have to see. It might be. I have a bad memory. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I do really like revisiting spots from like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. And that was, I think, the first game I played where you went to Sotenbori. So now it's like going home, except it's like 10 years before or more.
Oh.
It's like 20 years before that. So but we have Inferno9 in the chat asking, have we run into any new stuff on the Yakuza Director's Edition? Have you tried the multiplayer mode? So to answer
I haven't played the old one, so
I never played the old one, so I have no idea what's new.
It's all new to me.
It's all new. And I keep trying to think, well, if anything looks newer, like a newer cinematic or something, then maybe I'll be able to discern whether it's new or not. But so far, nothing.
No.
And then the multiplayer mode, I haven't even touched it, to be quite honest. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to, but just haven't. I've been so engrossed in the single player, I haven't tried the multiplayer yet. And I imagine that's the same for you, Phil.
Yeah, no, I certainly have not.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, we should try it one of these nights together. We hop on game chat, just have a good old time playing Yakuza Zero online.
I guess.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like something you're going to do.
really. Phil, do that? No. I'll do that. Probably without
Yeah,
Phil.
I don't know.
I've been playing more Mario Kart World. It's a great game. Love it. I played to a T today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And? I got to get
Game-
back into that, by the way.
That game is just super cute.
It
Just,
sure
like,
is.
Adorable, beyond belief. And you were right. It is not like a Octodad sort of struggle with the
No,
controls.
no, not at all.
Kind of thing at all. It's very easy to control.
Yeah.
But it's so like joyous, like joyful. What a joyful video game. And there's all these like coins to collect. I'm sure there's a lot of fun collectibles and little mini things that I'm not even seeing in
Yeah.
the game yet. Played with my daughter, and she was watching me play, and you name your character in the game. So Siege is my character name, and then you can name the dog in the game. And I was like, what should we name our dog? And my daughter just started laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing? She's like, we should name, because she started talking about how the dog looked like it had thoughts of destruction, and it had murder in its eye. So she's like, name the dog Dahmer. So we named our dog to a T, Dahmer, which is just a very
just making those core memories is what CJ's doing.
There's just a very interesting juxtaposition between this very cute and joyful game and the name of the dog is Dahmer. Okay.
The cannibal.
Okay, that's the one.
Murderer guy.
Yeah. That's, yep.
Okay.
So we're having fun. It was daddy-daughter time.
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty healthy.
Very healthy.
Yeah.
Very healthy. I played a little bit of Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how's that?
So I got a code for Death Stranding 2 from some friends at Sony. Thank you for that. And it looks great. It really does. Like I'm not on a PS5 Pro. It looks amazing on the bog standard PS5. And so far, I've seen a lot of cinematics, and I think though that this one begins better than the first game does. Just because you don't really like get out into the field, and I didn't get like a decent grasp of the gameplay in the first game like as quickly as I did in this. So
it's funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Norman Reedus has a little baby named Lou.
Didn't he have a little baby in the last game?
Named Lou, yeah, but now it's older.
Well, that's what happens
like
to babies.
A year old.
It's interesting because I went out to dinner with your best friend Mike and our mutual friend Jim last night, and Jim is a big Death Stranding fan, the first game. So this is the game he's been waiting for this year, and so I was chatting with him, and like literally the two things he said to describe the game is exactly what you just said. It looks amazing, and it starts way better than the last one.
I think it definitely does. But also, it is a Kojima-ass Kojima game.
Yeah,
it is.
I think he said that too. Not exactly that way, but he was saying the same thing. It's like this is, it's what Kojima does, and it is absolutely his kind of game.
It is. Yeah. And hey, some people love that. I am lukewarm on it. On the Kojima-ass Kojima games.
That was kind of what knocked me out of the first game.
I sort of dropped out. Well, I dropped out of the original Death Stranding also, but even like Metal Gear Solid 3, I think is like about the point where I was like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yep. Same with me. Although I did play through 4.
Oh yeah.
But it was just because it was kind of I think it was the same thing. It was kind of like a showpiece
for the PS3.
For the PS3,
yeah,
which is what really got me going on it. But I've gone back and tried to play Metal Gear Solid 3 so many times, and I can never get into that game. And I'll probably do it again when the remake comes out.
When Delta comes out.
Yep. But yeah, and then 5, I put a few hours, probably 6 or 7 hours into 5, and just finally gave up on it. I wasn't enjoying it. So.
The interesting thing about Delta is going to be how Konami makes a Kojima game remakes a Kojima game without Kojima, and
maybe it'll be more playable.
what happens like with that, like how that goes. Maybe it'll be more playable. Maybe it'll have less Kojima-y
I mean, the
stuff
story's
in
still
it.
going to be insane. I don't really change much of the story. I wouldn't.
I
think.
would imagine it's got to be, yeah. Will they add on to it? Will they make it even more? Have they trained an AI on Kojima and just asked
Oh God.
what it would do? But anyway, yeah. So I've been playing Death Stranding 2 a little bit, and it's enjoyable so far. Also played a little bit of the game Peak. So Peak is a game jam game by Aggro Crab and Landfall, and this is a cooperative mountain climbing game with pretty
Oh, that's what this is.
simplistic graphics. Here, let me oh, can I show it? I'll show it. Let me increase the size of the window. Yeah, it's got like sort of simplistic looking graphics, and you get 3 friends together. I only did some mountain climbing with our best friend Mike. So it was 2 of us on the mountain here, and you can climb. It's like sort of like Breath of the Wild's climbing, but in a multiplayer game. And you have a stamina gauge, and you can only climb, a certain distance before you're gonna fall back or slide back to the ground. And you can help your friends up, like you can hold your hand out and really like help them up, which is great. And if they die, which I did 2 or 3 times, then Mike carried me up to the top of the mountain
Aw.
where you can get
Look
resurrected.
at that.
Yeah, which is fun. And yeah, we had a blast kind of playing this cooperative climbing game. The way it works is that the mountains are randomized and they rotate every 24 hours. So everybody gets the same mountain for a 24-hour period. And
What happens if you're on the mountain when it rotates?
Well, we were actually on a mountain when it rotated, and it left us in the old mountain. We
That's
only
good.
swapped when we started over. But if everybody's dead, then you start over again. You can get a
everybody in your
backpack
party. Yeah.
In your party, yeah, everyone in your party. So you can get a little backpack and like stuff it full of as many supplies as you can. But that also then like ruins your stamina as well. So you can't climb as far if you do that, and you can get poisoned by things on the mountain. And there's food to eat and like fruit that you can eat to recover some stamina or recover health, but sometimes it's poisoned as well. So then you'll get hit with poison.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, it's surprisingly fun, and it's only like $8 on Steam. So highly recommended. Peak. That's Peak. Yeah, we were going across a bridge. I was like, oh, there's this bridge here. We should check out what's on the other side of it.
Those usually made for crossing.
Usually made for crossing, and the bridge gave out.
Oh,
halfway across.
A bridge too far.
I fell to my death. And
I thought you might have had to answer 3 questions to get across.
It has proximity chat as well. And if you go into like little caves and such on the mountain, it like gives you an echo effect on it. And if you die, then you cannot talk to your teammates anymore.
just like real life.
Just like real life. Yeah. But had a huge amount of fun with Peak.
Good.
So highly recommend that.
Highly recommended.
Would you say that game is Peak?
I would. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
It's right there in the name.
They've sold something like 1 million units. Like it sold very well on Steam so far, and it was just a game jam game that they polished up and put out. And I'm glad that Aggro Crab is having success with it. They are a really awesome studio, and I hope they continue to do well. They did that Moving Out game, which I really love.
Right.
Or no, Going Under. I'm sorry, not Moving Out.
That's not
Going
even
Under.
remotely the same thing.
What? Which one's Going Under?
It was that game that you didn't like.
That doesn't really narrow it down.
Oh, it's this game.
Going Under internships are heck.
Yeah, I didn't like that game.
And another Crab's Treasure is their like cartoony roguelike.
Yeah, which I've not played.
Souls-like game, which is really good, and I really enjoyed Another Crab's Treasure a lot too. So yeah, I think this team just makes awesome stuff, and so glad to see that they are having success with Peak.
Oh, good.
Yes, and that is all I have been playing. So Greg,
Hi.
You're up.
I was focusing mostly this week on practicing for iRacing. Yesterday, Saturday, I, along with two members of the Player One Podcast Racing League, Hacker alias Wolf Hunter and Hacker alias Wanster, we were a team in the 6 hours at Watkins Glen race yesterday. So nice. I was spending I got talked into that, so I had a week to practice for it, and so that's what I spent the week playing. We had a great time. iRacing is awesome and filled with people who don't know what blue flags mean. But
what does a blue flag mean?
It means move over. You're multiple laps down. Get out of the way. Faster car coming through. I got stuck behind so many lapped cars.
Seems like a really rude flag.
It is a rude flag. It's even more rude not to pay attention to it. But no, we had a pretty good race going until like the final hour. Well, maybe before the final hour. So the way that this stuff works is you actually like you're all running the simulator and you're in there as a team, so only one person can be the driver. But then when you pit, you can get yourself out of the car, and then another driver on the team takes over. So I did the opening stint, which was pretty exciting because the way that simulator works now, they've updated the physics on cold tires and brakes. They just don't work very well for the first couple of laps. So you have to kind of take it easy and let everything come up to temperature. And I was doing that in a crowd, and I was the one who had qualified. You get to do 2 qualifying laps, but because of the way that those brakes and tires take a while to warm up, you really only get 1 real qualifying lap. But either way, I screwed up both of them, so we didn't set a time. So we started at the back. And I just spent the first hour in the first stint sort of picking my way through. I think we started like 27th, and at the end of my stint, we had worked our way up to like 12th or 15th.
Nice.
Which was great. And then Wolf Hunter took over, and he was running really solid, and he had worked his way up to like 9th, and then he got spun twice. But he made 2 really good saves, which was awesome. So we were still like 15th, I think, when he came in. And then Wanster took over, and like 10 laps into his stint, his computer crashed. So, and we were like, we're watching and spotting for him. And all of a sudden he just disappeared. I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? And didn't know what to do, because I mean, I don't have any real experience with this except for we ran this race last year. We didn't have that happen. And then the car just kind of reappeared back in the pit lane. And
like in real life.
Yeah, and I jumped back in and kept going, and Wanster, in the meantime, had to reinstall all his video drivers, and like his computer had hard crashed. But anyway, we kept going, and by the time we were getting down to the final stint, we were still running like, I think 13th. We were doing really well. We didn't expect to win because we didn't have the pace of the best drivers, but we were really happy, and all we really wanted to do was finish. But we were really happy with how we were running, and I think on merit we probably could have finished top 10. And then I just got caught up in 2 wrecks right at the end of the race that I was pretty frustrated about at the end. So we ended up like 18th, but we still finished it. It was a lot of fun. I had loads of fun running it, and now I feel like I've been bitten by the iRacing bug again, which I worry about because I don't have enough time to play the games I want to play. So playing like a hardcore simulator is not going to be too conducive to getting a lot of games played. But
right,
I had a really great time, and thank you so much to Wanster and Wolf Hunter for asking me to be on their team, because I had not played iRacing in quite a while, and they reached out and said, let's do this thing. And I was like, yeah, sure, what the hell. I had the time on this past Saturday, so, and I'm really glad I did. I think everybody had a really good time. Even, I mean, it turned into a comedy of errors at the end with the computer crashing and everything, but we were still really proud of how we ran, and we all ran pretty clean, didn't make a lot of mistakes, and yeah, it was great. I had a great time. So that's probably the last time I play iRacing for like a year till we play that race again next year. And I'm going to go back to Expedition 33 this week, I think. I hope.
Nice. I need
Yeah.
to get back to that game too.
I do as well. Like that is my
Mm.
focus, and now I'm I wanted to be much further into it before Donkey Kong comes out, because I am really
Yeah.
interested in playing Donkey Kong, but there's no way I'm finishing Expedition 33 before Donkey Kong comes out, so I'll probably be playing those in tandem.
I'll be playing the 6 games that I'm playing in tandem.
Yeah, you've got too many games going.
I do. It's true. Oh well. All right, Greg. That's it for you.
That was it.
Let's Phil. What
Yes?
do you got for us?
Like I said, Yakuza Zero. Been playing that, and you know what? I think you might be right about Nanba being in Yokohama.
Yeah. See?
I was thinking about it. I think you might be right. I was getting my locations confused.
You were getting your locations
I
confused.
was.
As Yokohama.
Which is fine. It's just fine.
Yeah.
Only been in those games for hundreds of hours.
In Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, that triangle area does have a bunch of stuff in it. And
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting confused about.
Because
so
I definitely recognize that area from that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting mixed up with.
Yeah.
So confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm playing that. I'm enjoying that.
You got your Tojo and your Omi clan all sorted out in
Don't
your head.
even
You got all
don't
the
even ask me to make
officers.
sense of all the high end.
Kuze. You got, which spot on the totem pole he is versus
Not even a little.
Okay.
Not even a little.
Me neither.
These guys are higher up than me.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Greg's gone again. I look forward to not hearing his voice when he returns. Playing a little more Mario Kart World.
Yes.
Just kind of getting in, doing a couple races, driving around, looking for P switches or whatever. But the real thing that I've started playing this week is I picked up on Bill Mudron's recommendation for the Nintendo Switch Squeakross Home Squeak Home, which is, of course, the mouse-themed Picross game where you solve Picross puzzles to create furniture that you can then use to decorate your mouse's
I gotta put this on my
little home.
On my wish list.
Right.
It is a cute game, obviously. But the real surprise is that, all these there have been many Picross games from the good folks at Jupiter. And these are flawless Picross games. They have honed the control schemes over the years to create the ideal Picross experience.
Yes.
And all these Johnny come latelys, these fly by night, off-brand nonogram games, your murder by numbers, your whatever names they come up with.
That's the only one you can remember.
I can't think of any other ones at the moment.
There are others.
But there are others. And the rest. They're never quite as good control-wise as the Jupiter games.
Right.
Squeakross comes close.
Oh, really? Okay.
It is
good. This is very good.
It is not quite Jupiter tier in terms of the control scheme and everything, but it is the best.
Okay.
Of the lot outside of Jupiter, of course. So kudos to whoever developed this game. I'm sure it's someone.
Couldn't even be bothered to look it up.
No. Why would I?
Awful.
That seems like
says here Albloon Games.
Albloon Games.
At the end of the
good job, Albloon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a cute little game.
Cool.
I'm enjoying it. And so yeah, if you're looking for look at the video we're watching, we just made a little alarm clock.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I will say, as I commented on, I think, last week or the week before when we first talked about this game, when Bill first brought it to my attention. I will say I am slightly disappointed that you are just making regular furniture. You're making just like dressers and chairs and fondue pots and
large
digital alarm
wheels.
clocks.
You know, like mice use.
Yeah, and you're not making like, oh, it's a little button for a plate. Oh, he has a spool of thread that he uses as a table. You know, it's not that kind of thing.
There's got to be a set in here that uses. That
I don't know.
that,
It doesn't
though.
seem like it.
I don't know.
It seems like it's all just we have a bunch of scaled down furniture for you to decorate your mouse's home. So yeah, if you want a blend of Picross and some light Animal Crossing, Animal Picrossing. Nintendo, you can have that one for free. Animal Picrossing. It's been here the whole time.
Wow.
Well, we'll see what. Jesus Christ, Bill. Distracted me.
This one?
Mouse DLC hits in December. That's
September.
MAUS. If you've not read the graphic novel Mouse,
It doesn't feel like a very happy.
you should read it. First of all, read it. It's
Set of
outstanding.
Puzzles. It is really yeah.
Second of all,
Don't play a game.
there might be a tonal mismatch
Yeah.
Perhaps.
in Squeakross.
What about
Isn't that two
Lordy
volumes?
do.
I think that book is 2 volumes.
Take the Stuart Little movie IP and put that in Squeakross.
Oh my
It
goodness.
fits.
Do Tom and Jerry. They love over in Japan. They love Tom and Jerry.
Oh, that's China where they love.
Oh, they over in Japan too.
In Japan too? Okay.
Oh yeah, there's tons of like Tom and Jerry gotcha toys and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Although yeah, isn't there
It's
like
China.
didn't they make like a secret Tom and Jerry movie over in China recently?
Yes. I don't know that they made it in China, but that's
Right.
like the market where they were planning on releasing it. It was China. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Specifically because it's a popular IP over.
It's very popular.
So okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else I got recently? Not a video game that I've been playing, but video game adjacent.
Okay.
So, y'all remember the 3DO?
I remember the 3DO.
Remember the 3DO?
I loved my 3DO.
Do you remember
3D.
that there was at one point back in the mid 90s a 3DO game that was planned to be released but never released called Duel and Fireman?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Remember Duel and Fireman? These are the an early game from the good folks who would go on to make Urban Yeti.
And really, you're holding the candle. You're holding the torch for the Duel and Fireman
darn tootin' I am.
and the Urban Yeti. Both.
So Duel and Fireman was going to be from Run and Gun Studios, which later became Cave Barn. So they filmed a bunch of stuff. This is going to be a full motion video game starring Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite himself, starring Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo, starring Timothy Leary, starring David Yao, starring Tony Hawk. And this game
before he got his own video game.
David Yao got his own video game?
No, Tony Hawk.
David Yao of the Jesus Lizard got his own video game?
Tony Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah.
I suppose he did as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, it has been a long time, but now the story of Duel and Fireman is being told not through video game, but through comic book form.
Oh.
Were you aware of this?
Yes, because
Why would I have been aware of this?
Look
at this.
You told me.
There it is. It's the Duel and Fireman comic book. And you can get it now.
Mm.
And of course I got it because it's friggin' Duel and Fireman. And it is I'm assuming the structure of the comic book is replicating what the game would be, because it's like a choose your own adventure. You start reading it and then it's like, oh, if you want to do this, go to this page and blah, 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 blah. And it's bizarre. It's weird outsider art. And it's absolutely bonkers. If you've not seen Duel and Fireman, they got
Nobody
footage
has,
of it.
Phil.
Huh?
Nobody has.
But there's footage of it on YouTube.
You're saying if any of you back in the day were anticipating Duel and Fireman, you're speaking about yourself.
The thing for me was that when you went through that cast list, like I did recognize some names, but you said every name with like the weight of like, oh my God, them too. And like 90% of the names you said, I have never heard before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're not a cool hipster, you're not going to know these people. But if you are a rad outsider, the fringe of culture like myself,
yeah,
you're going to know these
Nobody
people.
was anticipating Duel and Fire. You were the only one. You bought the comic. What did they number it? Did you get 1 of 1?
There are. How dare you? First of all, how dare you? My goodness.
Oh my God, that was great.
My goodness.
I mean, you're the only one that has been.
I can't.
For all these years, Phil, you have been like.
They didn't make this for me.
I mean, they basically.
If they were going to make it just for me, it would have been made years ago.
Yes.
You can go on YouTube. You can watch footage of Duel and Fireman, and it is really friggin' weird. But if that's the kind of thing that you like, and that's me,
yeah,
there's a comic book. You can go to Duel and Fireman.
Doesn't even know the website.
No, it's duelandfireman.com.
Okay.
It's duelandfireman.com. You can buy this comic book. Because it's an education, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I remember seeing the trailers and, you know.
Yeah. And it's bonkers.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff I like.
Yes.
That's what I'm into. So,
yes.
I'm delighted to have the Duel and Fireman comic book.
That's cool. No, you can't
backtrack that.
Well, I was gonna order one, but now I don't know.
Oh well. You should order one.
I wasn't gonna order one.
Well, I know you weren't.
I'm
milk toast looking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Oh my goodness. But that's what I've been playing and reading.
Oh, reading now, are we?
Yeah. Like a nerd. Like a nerd.
Like a nerd.
I also got some Transformers back there too. You want me to show you the new Constructicons I got?
No, that's okay.
Looking long haul.
So what's the
2/3
deal
of the
there?
way to a Devastator, everybody.
I was gonna say that they're just releasing like a couple at a time until you have all of them.
Yep.
Is that how it works? Or
Yep. I got Scavenger and Mixmaster just went up for pre-order a few days ago, so I got those locked in. Pretty soon I'm gonna have a big old green robot.
Still my favorite.
Well, he's a classic.
I see.
Can't deny that.
True.
Anyway.
Well, I guess that means it's time to head to blue skies.
I wanna fly sky high. Let's go together.
Let's do this one from listener
Whoa, yeah.
Jason, who says, Does anyone actually have an issue with the Switch 2 display? A review claimed that supposedly it's blurry and then used specialized equipment to back up their claim. Or is this just more online manufactured outrage for clicks? Maybe it is a slower display, but to my 50-year-old eyes, it looks
Oh
fine.
my God, we're so old.
I used some specialized equipment called my eyeballs,
And glasses.
and it looked fine to me.
Wasn't this wasn't this Digital Foundry?
Digital Foundry did a video talking about the screen clarity. I don't know if Jason is referencing their video.
Yeah.
But they certainly are disappointed with the quality of the screen.
Both things can be true. I mean,
things can be true.
You know, I don't doubt that the screen update time or whatever it is that they're complaining about is not as good as it could be or should be. I'm not bothered by it, but
no,
that doesn't mean it's not true.
That is also correct.
It's such a weird. I mean, I know that everything on the internet is like you're either for or against, and you can't have a nuanced opinion. But like, it's. I believe them. Digital Foundry knows what it's talking about.
Yep.
You know, like, but no, it doesn't bother. I mean, mostly probably doesn't bother me because I don't play on the screen. I almost always
you're not playing handheld.
So yeah.
Fine.
So.
Whereas I am playing handheld, and so far I haven't had an issue with it. They say that it's most noticeable in games that are like side-scrolling, where there's ghosting in the image. Like if the background is moving fast. I'm not bothered by that. Really.
Maybe they're just trying to emulate a CRT.
Well, there you go. Could be. But I'm not bothered by that, so it's fine to my eyes. And I also have HDR turned off because I don't like HDR.
It's weird.
I know.
You're weird.
I know a lot of people love it. I don't, because the TVs I have may not even be good TVs to use HDR with anyway. So they make the image to my eyes anyway.
Well, you always have the frame smoothing turned on your TVs.
Oh God,
no.
So
no, I don't.
That might be.
I do not. I turn that off immediately. And then, of course, when my TV updates its firmware,
I was going to say, every time my TV updates, it turns back on, and I get so irritated.
I do too. It's terrible.
Or every time I go to my mom's and watch anything on her TV, I'm like, oh my God.
Same.
At
this point, I just leave it on my dad's TV.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Whatever. But if he doesn't mind it, fine. But yeah, I think the panel in the Switch 2, I don't like it as much as the Switch OLED, because the Switch OLED is beautiful, and obviously the Steam Deck OLED is also great. And okay, it's not as good as those, but that's fine. I don't mind. To my 48-year-old eyes, it's fine. All right, let's do this one from hacker alias Semi-Fracky, who says, what's Phil's hype level for the new Chicken Run game? I know it's from Outright Games, but it looks fun.
For a minute.
Oh, we got.
Okay, everybody settle down.
CJ's watching the trailer now.
I'm watching. I put the trailer on just in case you didn't see it, Phil.
I did see it.
Okay, well, tell us.
I've never seen this movie.
Tell us. You've never seen Chicken Run?
No.
Oh, Chicken Run's good.
It's a really funny movie.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. It doesn't look like my type of game.
I see.
It does. It's some sort of like top-down stealth thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And you're not into it?
It doesn't look like a type of game that I would be into. I cannot speak for the quality of this game.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like a game I would be into, but also Outright Games has a reputation. I've played some games by Outright Games. And while they may not be game mill level, I've never been terribly enamored with Outright Games.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. So you won't be playing the Chicken Run. You have no hype level.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this one from hacker alias Evilu, who says, just wanted to throw out 2 undercovered games that have been great palate cleansers lately. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. It's a GBA-inspired action-adventure game. And Ruffy and the Riverside, which is an N64-ish 3D puzzle platformer with a neat swap mechanic. Fans of this podcast and podcasters might enjoy. Check them out. I have heard of both of these games.
Yeah,
but
I watched a trailer for the Rough Riverside.
Ruffy and the Riverside.
I watched
And
that.
there was a demo during Steam Next Fest.
Oh, really? I will. You know what? I'll download it and give it a play.
That's not available anymore. But and it was the Steam
That seems
Next
like a
Fest
really
from-
great idea to take demos away.
It was the Steam Next Fest from February.
Oh,
So it wasn't even the most recent Steam Next Fest.
okay.
Yeah,
I did download it then, and I did enjoy what I played of it, what I tried of it. So
So Ruffy he looks like a bootleg Ewok.
yeah, kind of, sort of, right?
I mean, he does. He looks
He's
like a
like
little
a-
teddy
we-
bear with
We have Wicked at home. That kind of.
yeah. He's got like the little Ewok hood over his head.
Did you say we have Wicket at home?
Yeah.
I see.
Uh,
You knew what I
see,
meant.
It looks like a fun like N64 style platformer, which I'm down with.
yeah, it looked
And-
like it could be pretty good.
Same.
I'd
with
love to try a
sort of-
demo.
It might actually be available on Steam. I don't know.
Oh,
You
really?
might want to check before you just take
Before I make
my
fart
word.
noises?
Before you make the fart noises, yeah.
It's too late for
And
that.
then,
Ruffy and the Riverside. Oh my gosh, Ruffy and the Riverside demo.
there is a demo.
Free.
There you go.
Oh my
See?
gosh, stop making noise.
You can play Ruffy in the Riverside, and then
Oh, it's currently on sale too.
Double trouble.
Oh, launch sale.
I
Probably.
don't know because
Not
the Steam summer sale is happening right now.
That's happening. Yeah, but Ruffy just came out like last week.
Well, you can get a whopping 10% off. That's $2 American.
That seems like a launch sale to me.
That
not-
sure
that's
does.
Like a
related.
month, that's like a month's salary in Canada.
Yep.
Not related to.
I have
summer
3
sale.
friends on Steam who have downloaded this demo.
One of them's probably me.
I was going to say one of
Among
them sitting
them-
here. Yeah.
One of them is me.
Is CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty good demo. Try
Okay,
it.
I'll
Then
download this demo.
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo.
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, it's a GBA looking
I know I've seen video footage
top
of this.
down. Yeah. Then there is a demo of that as well.
What is this one called? Pipistrello?
Pipistrello,
Just rolls off the tongue.
the Cursed Yo-Yo.
And the Cursed Yo-Yo.
Yeah,
Oh, it's got a cute kind of visual style, doesn't it?
it does.
Almost Game Boyish.
Yeah. Almost Game Boy Advance inspired.
It's got kind of a
like,
GBA vibe.
Mm,
Just
yeah.
we just said that.
It looks like.
is
Have you
the
seen
thing
this game? This Cursed Yo-Yo?
It's got a bit of a GBA thing going on.
Yeah. It looks like the old like. Have you ever seen the Game Boy Advance? You remember that one from back in the day? It had like a
Heard of
Mario
it.
game on
Heard
it.
of
Evie Lou
it.
said that. Evie Lou said that. Come on.
Right. It looks
Come
just like
on.
that thing that was said.
All right. Well, we'll check these out. We'll check out at least the demo of that. All right. Let's do this one from hacker alias Space Age Meats, who says,
You can't talk about that on the internet.
"Do you have a game y'all really wanted when you were young that in hindsight was probably terrible, but you didn't know any better at the time and may yet defend it to this day? For me, it was Tiny Tank for the PS1.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
A game
I like
that I
Tiny
really
Tank.
wanted that in hindsight was probably terrible. For me, I remember the Sears catalog, the Sears holiday catalog. Like circling the Tom Sawyer game that Square put out, or maybe it was the Huck Finn game. It was one of those. He was either Tom Sawyer or Huck
I
Finn.
believe it was Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer. That sounds
Yes.
right. The SquareSoft game, and I wanted that game. I
Yes.
don't know if it is good or bad, but that was at least on both a birthday and Christmas list at one point. I think because we were reading Tom Sawyer in like middle school, and I was like, "Oh, they made a video game of this book that we read. How bad could that be? It's a book. It's a lauded
Based on a book.
So, well, now hold on a second.
Yeah. Tell me all about it, Phil. What do you got?
So there are 2 Tom Sawyer games.
Oh,
Now, the Squaresoft one
yeah.
was not released outside Japan.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that has like the really, really racist caricatures in it.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this was not the SquareSoft game. This
No,
was
the one that was released in the US, was published by Sega.
Okay.
And that is a different game than the Square one.
Is it true to the book though? Like, does it follow the plot of the
I don't know. I've never read the book. I only play video game adaptations of books.
Mm-hmm. That's how I get my reading in.
Yeah. I did not. When we had to read this in high school, I did not do well on the test.
I see.
No, I've not played the game. I have read the book.
Me neither.
We did have to read it in high school. But
I really wanted this game.
Did you really?
But, yeah.
I didn't even know
what kind of game it was. I just saw the box art.
Well, yeah, I mean, you thought it was a Square game for apparently
I knew Square made
40 years.
I apparently did. Who knew? Not me.
This looks like Goonies 2 if it sucked.
It does kind of look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was mine. What about you, Phil?
You know what? I really wanted, and I don't know what possessed. A friend of mine had it. My buddy Jim had this game, and I briefly played it at his house, and for some reason I was quite taken by it, and I wanted it, and I did get it. I received this game. I wanted the NES version of Platoon.
Oh, right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's a terrible game.
And you know what?
Whew.
I played the heck out of it. I beat it several times.
Yeah.
It's not a good game.
No.
But I have a weird affection for it. I don't know why. I hadn't seen the movie. I am not like a big like war guy. Like I'm not like I love army stuff.
This was a Sunsoft game, wasn't it?
It was a Sunsoft game, and that might have been what kind of pushed me into wanting it, because I did enjoy Sunsoft games back then.
Yeah. Who didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got this game and I got very good at it. Like the first, it's one of those games where it's like there's like 4 stages to it, and each stage plays differently. And the first stage is just you're going through this gigantic jungle maze, trying to work your way through it. And I had that maze memorized back in the day.
Good Lord.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was relatively complicated. And yeah, towards the end of the area, we're seeing video of it now. You end up in a little village, and you have to go into houses and search for tools and a secret exit. And I knew exactly where you had to search, because some of the things you searched were booby traps, so it would instantly kill you. And then now we're seeing the second area, which is like a primitive 3D maze.
I see.
But yeah, not a good game, but
Platoon. Not
Yep.
Splatoon,
Did you ever?
Platoon.
So I'm curious. Have you seen the movie?
You know what? I've never gotten around to watching it.
Really?
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Because I think it would have been really kind of funny for you to see the film after basically memorizing that game.
Right. I know, right?
Just to see what your reaction.
This is nothing like the source material.
Not at all.
By which I mean the movie.
The movie's
nothing
great,
like the source
by way.
material.
The movie's really good.
Maybe
I'm
they
sure it
should
is, but
make
again, it just kind of, to my point,
It had
Well,
no
I-
business
I
being
have
a
no
video
interest
game,
in-
but yeah.
just make
know.
a movie of the game's plot. That'd be fine.
Oh,
What about
Yeah.
you, Greg? Do you have a game in your past that you wanted when you were young, but was probably terrible?
I think for me, there were a lot of the early Electronic Arts games on the Genesis looked so interesting to me.
mm.
And I think like with a few exceptions, and I'm talking like the non-sports stuff, this is the stuff that they generally ported over from like Amiga. With a few exceptions, they were like universally bad. Like I'm thinking like Fairy Tale Adventure and Sword of Sodan and there's that shooter that I can't remember the name of right now, but it also was Battle something. Anyway, yeah, like because when I first got my Genesis, that was right after they were like, you know, becoming like, well, when they became a Genesis publisher, they like flooded the market with a bunch of these games. And I remember one of them was The Immortal, which I absolutely love. I still do to this day. The Immortal game, Will Harvey, it's a Will Harvey game, and it's really good, I think. So like, and I'd already played it on the NES. So it's like, you know, the Genesis version was that much better. It was also super gory, which definitely had me as a teenage boy interested in playing it. But I kind of always would like pick up the cases of these other Electronic Arts games. And I just, years later from even trying them out, like Dark Tower, I think was another one or something like that. Dark Castle. They were just universally terrible. So yeah, but I pined for them for quite a while, actually. Yeah.
I see.
Yep.
Is that Phil or Greg that I hear getting Steam achievements?
No, that was
me.
that was Pepistrello and Ruffy downloading.
Oh, downloading. Okay.
They just
I
finished
was like,
downloading.
I just heard
A little blink.
the chime that
Yeah.
I recognize with achievements firing.
Yeah, that is apparently also the we just finished downloading demo sound.
There you go. There you go.
So
All right, let's do this one from hacker alias Egfu Young, who says, are there any games that no one remembers that you thought were going to be a big franchise when they were released? Crusader No Remorse was so big for us when it came out with everyone on our street playing it. Saturn port was impressive too.
I remember that
Oh.
game.
Anyone?
one that
thought was going to be a big franchise.
One that I think a lot of people thought was going to take off was remember
BioShock?
Death Junior?
Oh yeah, Death Junior.
What did you just say?
BioShock.
Oh, they got like 4 BioShock games out of that.
You're right.
One of them was good.
One was good.
2 of them were
first
good.
one- Well,
BioShock 2 was good. You guys suck.
I need to replay that.
Wait, was it 4 or
won't
did they
though.
just do the? It was just 3, right?
Just 3. There's
Yeah.
supposed to be a 4th one. They
Yeah.
announced a 4th
Well, there was
one.
didn't 2 have like some DLC or something?
Yes.
Yes.
That was
Where you
kind of
played
like
as
it's.
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what was confusing me.
Yeah.
But no, people thought Death Junior was going to really take off and be the
Yes.
Death Junior.
They did.
the-
I remember that. Yeah.
be the hot
Well, I
new
mean-
thing.
One of the poster children for this type of thing was Rise of the Robots.
Oh yeah.
Rise of the Robots was going to be like the next
Rise
big
of the
thing.
Robots.
Yep.
They
Look out, Street
advertised
Fighter.
the hell out of that.
Yep.
And it was terrible.
Oh, absolutely.
And then there was Rise 2. They released a sequel.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all we
CJ?
can. That's all we got.
Well, I mean, Greg and I have ones.
I don't have one.
Oh, I see.
Stunt Race FX. No.
Uh,
I thought that was
remember-
going to be a
Trespasser was going to be a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Trespasser.
It was the Jurassic Park
awful.
game.
So then that guy just went and created the Xbox instead. But it was Seamus Blackley, right? I think.
Yeah,
that
I
was
believe
his-
Oh.
so.
Yeah. Blinks the Time Sweeper.
Oh, Fliegen Brothers.
Floygan.
There's
Oh,
Bill in
shit.
the chat.
Brothers. Oh my
Floygan
God.
Brothers.
Well, that because that
Yeah.
one specifically like had like chapter 1 in the title, right?
Yes, it did.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, yeah. Yeah,
Floygan Brothers.
they definitely were banking on that taking off.
They were. I panned that in each.
It's your fault.
It might be partially my fault.
Yeah, so
But,
I suppose it is worth pointing out that Bill had a typo in his Floygan Bros, where he spelled it out as Floygan Briss, which is a different game. That's a very
different gameplay.
very different game, the Floygan Briss.
Yeah.
But
That's true. That's true.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
All right, let's do this one. We'll do this last one from Hacker Alias the Konami Code, who says, name a game you picked up with hesitation that you ended up loving.
Ooh.
Crackdown.
See,
No,
I was
But
that was
because
the first one that popped into my head, but I did
I mean,
play
that's a great example.
we played
I mean,
the
I
demo.
played the demo of it though.
beforehand. And
Yeah.
a similar answer for me with BioShock, the original BioShock, where
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? I
It
was
didn't-
all in on BioShock the second they showed it.
it
Really?
didn't think like that. It didn't look like that was going to be my type of game. And then I played the demo and was like, oh, this is so good. So,
Yeah.
So it's
I
another tough
mean,
one.
one of the-
Catan, Settlers of Catan for Xbox 360.
And there was that really great time when those little board games were coming out on Xbox Live.
Oh yes.
That
so
and
great.
Carcassonne was another one.
Yeah.
You played a lot of that one, I thought too.
I
Didn't
played a decent amount of Carcassonne, yeah. But
Yeah.
way more Catan. A lot of hours of Catan. That game is so good. And no electronic representation of Catan has yet bested that original 360 version, in my opinion. Even though it's been done several times since.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
You know what one kind of qualifies for me is Phantasy Star Online.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
You
That
know?
is a good one.
I mean, I loved Phantasy Star as a series, but you know, it going away from being a traditional turn-based RPG into this online game was just not my cup of tea. You know, I was not into those types of games. Your world, was World of
Me neither.
Warcraft even out at that point?
I don't think so. No.
But like EverQuest and all that stuff, not my cup of tea. But
Same.
boy, did I end up really loving PSO.
I'll tell you what won me over on PSO, and I'm very much the same as you in terms of I did not play that type of game
Right.
before it, but it was because of Sonic Team. And
Oh,
because
yeah?
I really liked the visual look of the game.
Yeah.
It looked really pleasing to the eye.
It was a real pretty game. The soundtrack,
Yeah,
Is-
the soundtrack.
amazing,
Yeah.
but and nothing has matched that for me since.
No.
Not even
same.
Well,
Well,
Sega's
nothing that
one
they've
attempt
done
to-
in that with that franchise has been as good since.
Yeah.
They've tried. They tried to do like PSO, New Genesis.
Yeah. Phantasy Star
Oh.
Universe, remember that?
Oh God, that was terrible. We're going.
That was
back
one of the
to
first games we were
basics.
talking about on this show.
Oh, really?
God, it was terrible.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
And they just, I think what happened with PSO is they just leaned further and further into the fans of that game in Japan and really lost the plot in terms of how a more worldwide market was interfacing with the game. So
Yeah. You know what? Another one, and this might seem weird, but initially Yakuza,
Oh,
because like
yeah.
back when the original Yakuza game came out, it was kind of hyped up and sort of sold as like the Japanese Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Like they were kind of like, how do we sell this
going
game
for
to
that.
Americans? And it was kind of leaning into, because you're in a criminal organization kind of thing. So it's like, oh yeah, it's Japanese GTA. And I was like, it doesn't sound like it's gonna be
All
great.
that great, yeah.
Yeah. But
Talk about bait and switch in terms of PR.
but yeah, and then I ended up really enjoying it. Even if I didn't spend more than like a dozen hours per game, I still was having fun with it. And then for them to later say, oh, now we're gonna do the next Yakuza game, and it's gonna be a turn-based RPG. And I was like, oh no, that's not good. What's fun about it's the brawling and everything. That's what's fun about the Yakuza games. And then they put out Like a Dragon, and suddenly it's like my favorite thing in the world.
Right. Do you remember that was initially an April Fool's joke? They
What's
put
that?
Out. The turn-based combat thing. That was a RGG Studio April Fool's joke video.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I do not remember that.
And it was only later that they revealed that actually that was the combat system that was going to be used in the next game. And yeah, you can look it up on YouTube, RGG April Fool's joke Yakuza, and it'll come up. And yeah, it's just the gameplay from Like a Dragon, pretty much.
Okay.
But they did it as an April Fool's joke, and then it was real, and
Yeah.
that was amazing. I love that.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I think it counts though. Yakuza definitely counts.
The real Japanese GTA I'm seeing in our chat was Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs,
which is not
Greg,
true.
You liked that game, didn't you?
Sleeping Dogs, I never played it.
Sleeping Dogs is great, actually, but it doesn't take place in Japan.
Yeah,
it's in Hong Kong, and it's developed, I believe, in Canada.
Yeah,
so it is not the Japanese GTA, but it is outstanding. It is outstanding.
See, the hidden best GTA game that nobody seems to remember, but it's the best one, is Chinatown Wars.
Oh yeah.
And that actually fits this question for me, because
that's an actual GTA game.
That's an actual GTA game, but it's presented in the like original top-down view.
Yeah,
right.
Which I loved that top-down view.
I hated. The first two GTA games I thought were unplayable.
Yeah.
So
I love those first two GTAs.
I kind of thought that's what this was going to be, but I ended up playing it anyway because it was Grand Theft Auto, and it was right. Well, I'm not going to say the height of Grand Theft Auto popularity, because it's just gotten more and more popular, but it was when I was like just crazy over anything Grand Theft Auto, so I got it anyway, and it's my favorite one. It's my favorite Grand Theft Auto by far. It's so good.
Nice.
So it kind of fits fits this question for me.
It's very good.
And to answer another question in the chat, the Selena Gomez Oreos are actually pretty darn good.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, they are. They're like cinnamon and chocolate.
Oh, how can you go wrong there?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Nice.
They're pretty darn good.
Shall we wrap up? I think that's it.
I suppose we should.
Alrighty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to @P1 Podcast on the social medias like Blue Sky or Threads. And if you'd rather just go to our internet website, you can do that, player1podcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You'll find blog entries about Sega CD stuff from Mr. Greg Stewart. You'll find Generation 16 episodes, and you'll find show notes and links to all the things that we talked about in this episode, and a link to our Discord server where we can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by loading up your favorite podcast listening app. Also on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 podcast, or you can watch us live most weeks. On the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitch.televisions. Just follow our Blue Sky account to find out when we are doing our next live show. Typically, it is Sunday evenings at 5:30, a specific time. So join us, won't you? And I'll tell you what, if you like what you've heard, and how could you, head over to patreon.com/P1 podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. They are clearly not going to stop making crazy flavor Oreos, and your boy needs every single one. So give generously, and we will spend them on Oreos and hats with cartoon characters on them for our boy CJ. There he is, right, showing it off. What a fancy lad.
This was a gift. This one was a gift.
Haven't they all been gifts, or have you purchased some yourself?
I've purchased some myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now there's a pure go-to for I need to get Dad a gift. Get him one of those hats he likes so well.
Go-to. Yep.
Yeah.
Guaranteed that I'm gonna like it. Yep.
Fair enough. My family, they'll just go buy me a random Lego set. They know. They know. But we'll actually use your Patreon funds to keep the streaming and all that stuff. So we will not misappropriate your funds. But what we will do is, if you are a Patreon subscriber of the $5 tier,
cheap,
we'll give you access to a special weekly bonus episode that we record right after this. We play games, crack wise, having fun, doing all that stuff we can't do on the regular show. CJ Johnston.
Yes.
Do we have a game to play today?
Rockabye, baby.
Rockabye, baby.
Yes, Phil, we do have a game from listener Donald Terrio, who says that they have sent us a game. This was supposed to be for the Switch 2 launch, but guess what? We took a week off and then did a different quiz. So now we're getting to their Nintendo Switch history Jeopardy game. So
okay.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Yes.
Schmerler Ford? Is that the singing car dealer?
I believe so. Yes.
Schmerler? Yeah. Another classic Chicagoland area commercial, folks.
That's right.
Yeah. You can get your cars at Schmerler Ford. You can get them at Slowsy Edelton Chevrolet in Elmhurst. At York and Roosevelt Roads.
Where you always save more money.
Perfect. Look at that. This guy knows.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to playing that history-centric game. I think we'll do okay. Will we do okay on this?
I think we will.
I think we will.
I know the Switch history pretty well.
I don't want to speak too soon. And heaven knows
I will also be participating.
I don't want to speak out of school, but I think we're going to crush this.
Oh, boy. Well,
watch us lose.
Get ready.
Thanks.
Oh, my.
Hey, no problem.
And I'll tell you what. You have a couple bucks left over. Why don't you go to patreon.com/Greg Seward?
If you have a couple left over.
A
couple F's left over?
A couple
That's
bucks.
not at all what he said.
Okay.
A couple bucks.
Okay, bucks.
Left over.
Okay.
If you're all out of F's to give, go to patreon.com.
We got some B's.
Give
them to Greg.
Go to Greg's thing. His outstanding web series about the North America's favorite runner-up, the Sega Genesis.
Thanks, Phil. And if you're a supporter of the $3 variety,
that's cheap.
I wondered if you'd realize that we skipped over the first cheap bit.
I don't pay attention to any of that.
Neither does Phil, clearly.
No, he's too busy thinking about delicious Selena Gomez Oreos.
You get early access to all the videos on my channel. Please consider supporting it. I really do appreciate every dollar you donate.
Cheap. Is that it?
That's it.
CJ,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you very much. And of course, Gregory,
Yo.
a thank you as well.
Thank you, Philip.
Of course. And as always, a big old thank you to you, our wonderful, wonderful listeners, every single darn one of you. As always, please take care of yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends. Be kind to each other, but be kind to yourself, my friend. And, well, we hope to see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.